I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
On first down, it's Herbert. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Throwing on second and long. Herbert, this one to the left to Higbee. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's third down. This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. That was discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
On fourth down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Cook, a first down and more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts. This one brought in by Jefferson.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
The numbers a week ago for Cook. 22 carries, a trip to the end zone to go along with 118 yards.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He'll buy some time right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Noah Fant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Herbert now. And that's complete to Trey McKinney, the tight end.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Running on first down, Eckler.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 22. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Hurts throw into the hands of Fant.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Brian Poole.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. On second down at 4. Herbert, open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. And here's Joseph Charlton now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he? He has definitely been dependable. And really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jerry Tillery. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Hurts to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. This pass finds its way to Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Herbert on first down now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now it's Herbert. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on second and long. Herbert. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but
Sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out looking real sharp in the second half.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then
throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. 2nd down at 5. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. That's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them. Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To the air again, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
I do think that sometimes on 3rd and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play. And he was able to take the short throw and turn it into a big gain and a conversion on 3rd down. That's a big pickup.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Over the middle, complete. That's Lindsey. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be a 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating there. Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at about the 31. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. This is the tight end Fant. And he's got room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Charger drive about to get going. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him?
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Akeem Hicks, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Chargers on third down have converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes. And out of bounds right around the 20.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is Fant on the short completion. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Flushed out right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. You have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Now a throw here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw again on second down. Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got Smith here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. The Vikings going to signal for the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. 129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From just shy of midfield. Hurts swinging this out wide here for Cook. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half.